afternoon, all you beautiful sons of bitches. It's your boy Backseater here, and today we are reacting to more of Star Wars Meg, and apparently... Damn it, Falcon just pinged me. Whatever the hell. Falcon, my audio is fine. Anyways, apparently Skeleton Crew has a big problem that we need to talk about. Yeah, it has a really big fucking problem. Namely the problem that it sucks! But let's just see what the hell Meg has to say here, shall we? Yeah, same fucking intro.
Hello my dear friends, and welcome back to yet another Skeleton Crew video. It is I coming at you once again, your favourite Galactic hostess, Star Wars Meg.
Yeah, we know who you are, bitch.
To episode 7 tomorrow night, it's about to get real, and I'm so excited.
Real ass! That's how real it's about to get.
To learn how things are going to wrap up with 2 episodes to go. It's been so great seeing this show bring together fans of all generations.
Yeah, the generation of overgrown man-children who just want to feel like fucking kids again because they're just that damn nostalgia blind and they're just been coddled by their fucking parents. They ain't never worked a goddamn day in their lives, and all they're doing is just sitting on their asses consuming Disney slop, just letting Star Wars get worse and worse day after day! Piss me the hell off, man.
I've seen a ton of comments from OG Original Trilogy fans, the
OT purists, you mean? Not OT fans. It's one thing to be a fan of the OT, right? It's one thing to be that. But then it's another to be a fucking OT purist who just wants the damn aesthetic of the OT. And in this case, the OT mixed with the goddamn suburban 80s. An aesthetic that has no place in Star Wars, Meg.
Generation, of which I'm a part of. And
okay. Oh, so she admits to being so she admits to it. Fucking great. Glad we got that cleared up.
Even fans who got into Star Wars in more recent years after this.
No. You mean shills. That's the only fucking... Those are the two fucking people who check this out. Disney purists... I'm sorry, not Disney purists. OT purists and Disney shills, which you are both of, Meg. Fuck off!
The sequel trilogy. Of course there are going to be detractors, but it's great to see
There's more detractors than fans, bitch.
Star Wars in the run-up to Andor Season 2 have another massive win.
This is not a win. Andor is not a win. This show is not a win. Anything with Disney involved with the Star Wars logo on it is not a win. It just automatically isn't. It's like all of Anthony Gramuglia's videos. They're all automatically retarded because he himself is retarded.
Today's going to be a bit of a different sort of video because, as you know, I've been very positive about Skeleton Crew.
No, you haven't been positive. You have been a shill. Do you understand that, Meg? You have been a shill. If you speak positively at all about any of Disney's Star Wars, you are a shill. Plain and simple.
I've had very few criticisms. But
yeah, of course you have few criticisms, because you're a shill for Disney, and they won't send you any fucking gift baskets from the swagman if you speak positively about anything they make.
Just having done a rewatch of the first 6 episodes.
Why the hell would you go... It's not even done yet. Why the hell would you go back and rewatch all the 6 episodes? Christ's sake, woman!
Believe it or not, I did find a problem.
Really?
Because I was looking for something to moan about.
Yeah, of course you weren't looking for anything to moan about. You're a Disney shill. You have to automatically like everything.
This is something that simply came to mind when I went back to rewatch the most recent episodes.
What is it?
Don't panic, I still adore this series.
Get on with it, bitch!
And as you're gonna see, this so-called problem is one of the best things Skeleton Crew has going for it.
Oh, yeah, that checks out. A problem is one of the best things about the show. Yeah, that makes sense. That totally doesn't make you sound like a Disney shill. You legit sound like all those goddamn articles who said Last Jedi is fracturing the Star Wars fan base, and that's a good thing. Piss off!
So, allow me to give you some context. When the show was first marketed, Lucasfilm came out and said, here is yet another Mandalorian spin-off, and this one is starring Jude Law. But the other massive reveal they gave us is there was going to be a returning character from The Mandalorian Season 3, the Nyctopirate Vane, an important—
No one gives a fuck about Vane.
Member of the now deceased Gorian Shard's crew
No
when
one
they
cares.
tried to attack—
You mean fucking Swamp Thing? Because that's who that motherfucker is right there.
Navarro. And I don't know if you remember this was quite a while ago, but myself and some other YouTubers tried to work out how Skeleton Crew could connect to the wider Mandoverse.
Who cares? It's a shit show! And even then, Disney's probably gonna retcon it anyway when they give Dave Filoni yet another show! That's all the motherfucker knows how to do!
Based on very little information, but also based on this one minor character from Mando, who we assumed was gonna play a bigger role in this show. But
you thought wrong. He hasn't done anything.
6 episodes in, and I've got to say, he hasn't done very much.
See?
He's now working for Brutus. And
who cares?
He's had a couple of significant lines. He identified the Old Republic credits in episode 2 on Borgo. Not to mention, in the most recent episode, episode 6, he was present when Jod was about to be sentenced to death by airlock. He saw Jod wriggle his way out of it, and is no doubt going to be present when they go to Atatin, or try to, whatever's in store in the next
Who gives
episode.
a fuck about
And
any of
needless to
this?
say, with Vane being marketed as the connective tissue between the Mandalorian and Skeleton Crew, I'm actually so glad he's been nothing more than a recurring familiar face.
So why is he there? So if he literally has no purpose, why the fuck is he there? You know, again, general rule of thumb, if they don't add, if the character is given lines, yet they don't add anything to the plot, cut them out, or shove them in the background, something like that. Why the fuck is he even in this show?
Major criticism of Mandalorian spin-offs is the way they force in cameos and force connections to other Star Wars stories and the wider Star Wars mythos.
Yeah, because they got nothing. Yeah, because they got no fucking substance to them. So that's why they shove motherfuckers like Luke in there, or Thrawn, or even more Filoni's fucking pet characters like Ezra and Ahsoka, because they don't know how to fucking connect. Because they don't know, they can't give enough substance to each story, so they have to shove in these motherfuckers to make it say like, no, guys, there's totally more going on here than you realize. Just trust us, bro. Ugh.
Skeleton Crew daring to go its own way has been the best thing for this show.
No.
And I'm gonna say something which might sound premature. You're
really?
Gonna say, Meg, it's far too early to make such a grandiose assessment.
Well, say it then!
For the final 2 episodes to drop. But I'm gonna say it, I think Skeleton Crew is right up there with Andor and The Mandalorian's first 2 seasons.
You're so crap, yeah? Because that's where those 2 shows are, in the fucking crap tier. You do realize that, right?
It's a very different kind of show. I'm not comparing the genres, the differing
Ah, damn it.
Capacitor cores check is okay.
This, I don't even play EVE Online, yet this looks way more interesting.
tones, the different target audience. But if we're just talking about quality of storytelling, quality of writing, Skeleton Crew has been an absolute delight.
Wrong.
And a major part of that charm, at least in my book, is that it's really able to stand on its own 2 feet.
Wrong.
It's not contingent on other Star Wars stories. Now I have a—
Oh, really? It's not contingent on other Star Wars stories. Okay, what the fuck does Wim carry around in his goddamn pocket? Oh yeah, Old Republic credits. The Old Republic isn't in this show, and it didn't debut there either. It's from old-ass material that Disney threw out, Meg. Of course it's dependent on material. And you even said earlier that Vane from Mando Season 3 is in this show. Of course it's dependent on material. If it has old material in it. God!
theories of ways the ending could connect to Ahsoka, could connect to Mando.
Who
Ahsoka
cares?
has been so great that none of that's been forced. You can
Really?
watch Skeleton Crew having never watched another Star Wars project, and all of the magic, all of the themes resonate.
Well, even if no one watched a damn Star Wars show, they watch this and be like, God damn, Star Wars is stupid as fuck. You really think even if they do watch this and then go on to watch something else, you really think they're not going to get confused why no other fucking location in the galaxy looks like the goddamn suburbs? Of course. Oh,
As a diehard fan of George Lucas Star Wars, I can
that is a goddamn lie. You are not a fan of George Lucas Star Wars. If you like anything in Disney, you are a goddamn liar. Shove your lies up your goddamn clitoris.
see Skeleton Crew being a very different kind of entry point into the franchise.
What? No one's gonna use this as an entry point. They're just gonna watch it once and then move on. And again, the only people watching this show are people who are already invested in Disney Star Wars. No one is flocking to Skeleton Crew. Skeleton Crew is not causing a newbie boom. You goddamn idiot!
So far, I actually consider it a blessing Vane hasn't had a bigger role, that John Watts and Chris Ford haven't shoehorned in references to Navarro, Gorian Shard, the events of The Mandalorian's third season, because
I think Vane just being here is enough to reference Mando Season 3, but whatever, I guess.
Times in other Star Wars shows where this has happened, it can come across as inauthentic. But Skeleton Crew feels so...
Yeah, it's also because Dave Filoni is a small galaxier who demands that all his shows and characters be connected. Dave Filoni's the goddamn reason why so much of the Star Wars galaxy feels so goddamn small. It feels like about as small as my fucking neighborhood.
Organic. It's such a refreshing new addition to the Star Wars canon.
You keep saying that, yet it isn't. Stop saying lies!
Now, as for the role of Vane, he might still play an important role in the final 2 episodes.
If he hasn't been important in, like, the fucking previous 6, what makes you think they're gonna give him a bigger role in the last 2? What kind of story works like that? It's not even like we've seen the motherfucker plotting to take over Brutus or whatever. He's just been there right next to Urkel.
They could still tie this into Mando, but I've got a theory...
Why would they... Saw a fucking lesbian headlamp here. Why the fuck would they even want to at this point? What could they even possibly do? Have Grogu and fucking Din show up?
Why Vane was pushed so hard in the initial marketing for Skeleton Crew, but didn't end up playing a significant part. It's all to do with Lucasfilm's fear of how Skeleton Crew was gonna be received. This was a brand new...
Poorly, you mean?
...series with an entirely new...
Also, hang on. Lady, what the fuck are you wearing? What is this skirt? Also, close your goddamn mouth, Christ. Look at and look at fucking women Neil's actors. They look like they don't even want to be here. They look like Mom, can I go home now?
...with an entirely new cast. They didn't know if it was going to resonate with fans.
It's
and we
not.
know in recent years their track record shows they never really have their pulse on how the fandom feels about Star Wars. And because Mando was still one of the most popular things Disney Star Wars had put out,
No, it isn't.
they wanted to be like, hey, remember this guy? Remember this character from this thing you know?
No one remembers this bland motherfucker from that bland other thing I know.
Well, guess what? He's gonna be in this other show.
Who gives a fuck?
Why not check it out?
No.
But like I said, Skeleton Crew is strong enough to stand on its own 2 feet.
No, it isn't.
It doesn't need member berries. And
Then why did they shove Vane and Old Republic credits in there?
while the Easter eggs are fun, they're not really in your face.
The Old Republic credits alone are kind of important to the goddamn plot of the show. They're MacGuffins, you know?
They just serve to remind you this is Star Wars and not some other sci-fi project.
It might as well be some other sci-fi project because I've said it before, say it with me if you watch my videos, but this doesn't feel like Star Wars!
It's part of a shared universe, but it
sure as shit don't feel like that.
doesn't require you to have seen Mando.
You know shit's bad when I'd rather watch this ad than Disney Star Wars.
So yes, Vane is a familiar character, but in a way, I'm glad he's not taking center stage.
Then what's the point of him being there?
And I just want
And why are you calling this a problem if you're glad he's not taking center stage?
to point out, I'm not the only one who's made this observation, but the difference is, I'm not thinking of it as a negative. One opinion piece says this: in Skeleton Crew, Vane is featured in 3 episodes so far. However, none of his appearances have had any impact. We know he worked for Captain Silvo, and later on, he joined Brutus and mutinied against his captain. His appearances have been disappointing, and he's mostly stood around and said a few lines here and there. Even though The Mandalorian's 3rd season had its issues, the episode that focused on Gorian Shard was a
Had its issues is a very fucking generous way of saying it sucked.
fun one. Chapter 21,
No, it wasn't.
The Pirates.
No, it wasn't.
And Vane seemed like a very intimidating character in it.
Oh, yeah, look at this motherfucker. Doesn't he just instill fear into the hearts of viewers everywhere? Oh, yeah. Oh, watch out, viewers. Vane might be underneath your bed. Ooh.
The writing of Skeleton Crew has failed to justify his presence in the show. Apart from being a pirate in the same era, there's nothing for him to do. There are still 2 episodes left to turn things round, and this is where my opinion differs. I'm absolutely fine them not connecting Skeleton Crew to Mando or Ahsoka or anything we know. It's satisfying enough just to see a familiar face.
So it's literally member berries for you then. That's literally what you're calling it. It's member berries. I was so glad to see Vane again. It was so good that the sequel trilogy returned to the aesthetics of the OT. It's so good to have, like, all this shit from it's so good that this show reminds me of the 80s. That's literally member berries, you dumb bitch.
That's it. It wasn't like he had a major backstory to begin with. He's just working for different pirates. First it was Gorian Shard, then Captain Silvo, and now Brutus. Does Vane really require more fleshing out? Is he really that important of a character? I don't think so. And with so many mysteries still to be answered with 2 episodes to go, Brutus is going to be more important, episode 7 is going to be focused on Jod, the children, are they going to return home to Atatin before the pirates? And like I said in my last video, even Kim may re-emerge, and she was far more fascinating. But
Oh, yeah, this fucking cat owl bitch was totally fascinating. Ooh.
my dear friends, if you're in the camp that they should connect the 2 shows, here's a theory for you. What if the end of Skeleton Crew connects to the Mandalorian and Grogu? What if Din Djarin and Carson Teva get news of Vane's partnership with Brutus?
Then it'd be even more shit.
What if that creates problems? As we get further into the Mandoverse, Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni want to involve more aspects from Legends.
Oh, no, leave. Shut up, Apples! Leave it's not fucking Legends, you cow! This is the EU! Talon Card right here is an EU character and one of my favorites! Leave him out of this garbage!
Expanded universe stories post-episode 6 are a major influence of Disney canon's exploration of the same time period.
Yeah, and they're not inspirations. It's just shit they can pilfer and rip off and call their own.
And as we see in non-canon material, also teased in the opening crawl of this show, pirates posed quite a few problems for the New Republic. So even if it's not in Skeleton Crew, pirates might be here to stay.
Talon Card isn't a goddamn pirate, you bitch!
They might appear in other projects. Mando and Grogu, The Mandalorian's 4th season, which is now rumoured to be back, so who knows? And there were times in Legends pirates came to the rescue. So my dear friends, let's find out what's in store in the next episode. I can't wait to break it down.
Who
We're gonna go
cares?
deep on this one. I know it's gonna be a big episode. It's
cares?
centered around Jod. Go and check out my previous videos in preparation. This
Yeah.
week we have
Don't watch this bitch's videos. They're crap. They have look at these fucking clickbaity ass titles. We all missed this. Skeleton Crew Jedi mystery finally solved. I'm very worried about Skeleton Crew. Will Star Wars really do this? My new Star Wars leak is crazy.
discussed so
Fucking clickbait.
much, and I just want to say a huge thank you for being part of this amazing Star Wars community. If you enjoyed
Yeah, community. It's a goddamn cult and a goddamn circle jerk of Disney shills.
this video, my dear friends, please be sure to give me a big fat thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, check me out on socials, and may the Force be with you, always.
Yeah, may it not be with you, because you don't deserve to utter that line. Fuck off, shut up, Meg. Ah. So if you guys enjoyed this episode, please give it a thumbs up, comment below what you thought of the video, subscribe if you want more videos like this, and I'll see you guys next time in the backseat. Take care.